Hello everybody, my name is Connor and we are here with our first OP10 tournament, but before we get too far into this game, I will remind you guys we are doing a giveaway at 1,000 followers, subscribers, whatever you call them over here. 2 lucky people will get Playmats from 1000noble.com, which is my website where I design and create custom playmats and sell them. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory there, I guess, with the... Anyway, we are playing green, purple limb, and we are going to go ahead and on to Dawn. We have Carmel. I love this card in this deck. I think it's so good. I unfortunately really didn't get to, just because math is hard, and I wanted to get Law ability off. I feel like the beginning of my game here is really sloppy. But if you can bounce Carmel around with Law ability, oh my god, so much value, so good. But I was really excited to play the play Lim. I thought it was going to be an interesting match, and honestly not one of those leaders you see often, but I think that she has the potential to be really fun, and yeah, I was excited to play her, or play against her, but my deck is almost all complete. I have not pulled a single 7-drop Law. Really a bummer there, but yeah, just telling my opponent what Carmel does, because it's a weird card. I think I only know it probably from Kyle Gasly's video. I'm gonna guess it was Kyle Gasly. It might have been. I feel like he's the only one I've watched play green, yellow Law, but there might have been someone else behind that tech. But it's really good. I think the list that I got, or the list that I'm running basically, was running one more Carmel, but it is from OP4 and I didn't have enough, so he's gonna go ahead, swing 5, and we're gonna give him the Hawkins there, and then the Dofi 2 is gonna get played, and yeah, he's gonna go ahead and ramp. So in this match, one thing I will say is in this match, X-Drake really showed up to play. I feel like I was undervaluing that X-Drake as a card. Just in general, I feel like it is so good. It's pretty good. It's pretty, the on-playability really helped me do some board control, and yeah, I feel like Law wants to go second, but I feel like my hand probably is not the greatest. I definitely struggle trying to decide what I wanted to do, so I'll go ahead and go 6 at life. Looks like I'm gonna just drop, I think I just dropped the X-Drake, just to get that extra body on board to meet the Law requirement, if I'm not mistaken. But he is gonna go ahead and give us a 2k there, and we are gonna go ahead and play X-Drake. X-Drake, pretty good card. Lets you, it is a 2k. I think it's pretty good because Law can bounce it back to his hand if wanted. But 3 for 4, and rest the X-Drake, and you get to rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4, I believe. So nothing I can really do right now at this moment with the board he has, which is just the 5-cost Dofi from last set. But I really, if you don't know what Law ability is, he needs to have a total cost of 5 on the board. And so if I didn't have anything else to play next turn, I wasn't going to be able to do Law ability, and I would really like to start doing Law ability. I have the Capone in my hand to do Law ability, to place something up top, and so with this 6, I am just gonna go ahead and take, and we get an X-Drake, which is, it's very convenient to get another 2k. I'm feeling at this point that my hand's a little low, and I don't want to use Capone if I can avoid it, so that's part of the reason we took that 6. I was also hoping there was just kind of one of the more, like, usable 5-cost Supernova cards. Ideally, I really like to have Cavendish. I think Cavendish is really good in this deck, as well as, honestly, bounce the Law blocker. There's a couple other things I would have liked, but he is going to go ahead and play down the 4-cost Usopp. That is going to let him draw 2, and I think trash 2 as well, so get a little hand filtering going around. But what's most important here is it's a 4-cost, so that is a target for X-Drake. And while I'm hoping to find something a little more what is the word I'm looking for? A little beefier, I guess, to play down on this turn. Some of the other 5 costs that I really look for and like playing. X-Strike is not a bad option anymore, unless he has a way to restand the Usopp. I think I'm doing pretty good, but that does change here. That is a 8k swing, and yeah, I don't even want to try and counter. And hey, we get Cavendish, so at this point I am getting a little worried. Already down to 2 life. Playing a 4 life leader after playing 5 life leaders is a little scary, I won't lie. I gotta get used to it again. But I think with this, I am going to go ahead, tap 1. We finally get our Luffy searcher. I feel like he avoided me all day today, so, or all day today, which was the day of this tournament. Trying to decide between, I could potentially play down Cavendish, restand some Dawn, and I gotta make sure I'm doing my math right here. And yes, I am gonna go ahead and play down Cavendish to get 2 Dawn active, which is pretty cool, honestly. I will go ahead, tap 1 to play the Capone Beige, which is gonna let me put the top or bottom card from my hand into my life, and I'm reading it there. Wow, look at my haircut, so cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and put X-Strike there. Getting a 2k, the 2k Mihawk out of life, really good there. I'm gonna go ahead, put the Dawn on Law ability. I'm gonna bounce Capone in my hand, play the X-Strike, and pop the Usopp there, which, dropping myself to 1 life while he has all of his life is definitely really scary. But we are gonna go ahead and search for a just a supernova type character with the Luffy card, although he can't grab Luffy's. And right there, my opponent was saying that he forgot to ramp last turn. And I'm a cool guy. I'm a chilled guy. I go ahead and allow him to ramp. So, and then we are gonna go ahead and swing 6 at lead, hoping to get rid of that dopey blocker, honestly. But he's got a lot of cards, so he is gonna go ahead and block 6 and 1k. But now we have a full board, and you guys can see I got that Law in my hand. We got the proxy Law. As I said, I have not pulled a single 7-drop Law. Pretty unfortunate, but hoping to gather those soon. I got the homies out looking for them, and I got a couple more pre-releases, and I think 1 more box on the way, actually. So, did I buy too much One Piece product again? Yes, I do every time. I always tell myself, oh, I'm not gonna buy boxes, and I do. Let me know if you guys are the same. You get caught up in the pre-release hype, the hype of ripping packs, you know? But 3 Dawn, I think that's for Limb ability there, or just for that Rosinante, the Rosinante coming down. Yeah, 3 more Dawn for Limb ability. Gonna go ahead and play down that is the Ace. That card is not something I have seen before. So, my opponent letting me read it because I leaned over to read it. Gonna go ahead and just kind of rest my Cavendish, and I'm like, oh man, Cavendish is so valuable, I think, in this deck. It allows me to do a lot more, with the extra Dawn and restanding, because I had a lot of low cost bodies. I think the highest cost I run in my deck is the 7 cost Law. So, just having Cavendish restand on, very helpful. But he is going to swing 8 into Cavendish, and I'm going to give him the Bonnie and the Mihawk. At this point, I don't feel any shame giving up that Mihawk. I think that it's worth it. He's basically in there to be a 2k at this point in the game, but we're going to go ahead and give him the 2k X-Drake. I don't want to give him the Supernova, the restand Law, because I feel like I can do some potentially really cool stuff. A lot of bouncing, very, very, Room, or is it Room? I think it's Room, or Shambles. I don't know. I'm a fake Law fan, I won't lie to you guys. But, yeah, I just feel like with what I have on board and the Dawn I have and what I, have in my hand, I think I can put on a lot of pressure. So, I'm going to go ahead and play the, 7 cost Law. I was going to say, if I do anything else, I think I don't know, was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking about, but I'm going to go ahead and play 7-cost Law, and Law is going to go ahead and put a Supernova into my life, face down. I am going to put Restand Law in my life, I believe. Oh, I'm going to put X-Drake in my life. I respect that. And then Law is going to go ahead and give Leader a extra Dawn, so I rested Dawn. So I will bounce the 2K X-Drake to my hand, play out the X-Drake from life, and KO that Rosinante blocker. Just kind of being able to do a little board control while swinging at face. Pretty good. I'll go ahead and swing at 7. Restanding 2 Dawn. I think I'm swinging into life. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and start taking some life there. Because, I mean, I don't know, I'm still feeling pretty, at this point I think I'm feeling a little nervous about being so low, and so I do pivot and swing into the ace there, and get that body off board. I think one of the good things about Lim is she gets to play things cheaper, but they do come in rested, so the 6 at lead, they are going to go ahead and take that. And yeah, at this point I am a little worried. I mean, I have a full board, but I got no life. So I'm thinking, okay, how do they, if they split this, how do I live? You know, I have 3 2Ks in my hand, so I'm feeling pretty confident. And I'm trying to figure out if they just split Dawn and go for game, how exactly do I live? But they are going to go ahead and play the purple Law Searcher, which is going to search for a Straw Hat or Heart Pirate. Going to go ahead and find something, but yeah, definitely. Oh, when they played the Law, I felt a little better because, I mean, one less Dawn to swing at me with if they were to swing into my face. Depending on how they split, and you guys are so much better about doing the math, I think there is a chance that they could have gotten game. Granted, 32Ks is pretty good, I won't lie, and a 1K with that Restand Law. But I'm thinking that with the Supernova bodies I have on board, if I can live this turn, there's a chance I can go for game. And yeah, I think my opponent knows too. But he is going to go ahead and just poke 5. And I do give him the Restand Law. Go ahead and swing a 6. I am the 2K in the X-Drake. And then he's going to go ahead and tap 9 Dawn and play the Zoro and pass turn. And that is my cue. I knew that I was just like, okay, I have to win this turn or I lose next turn. So we did put one of the new Dofi Dawn in my set of Rosinante Dawn. I do like to run just one, like all matching Dawn except for one. And I felt like there was something very, poetic's not the word, but that's the only word I can think of, about putting Dofi in my Rosinante set. So a 9 at lead, he's going to go ahead and take that. And I'm really worried about the math here. I'm trying to think, do I restand, or like, do I play something down to potentially like get Rusted Dawn with Cavendish? Like, what do I do here? I do go ahead and swing another 9 at lead, and he does end up taking that. So I swing 9 with the Law, hoping to get, just hoping to get that blocker off of the field, honestly. And he's thinking about countering. He ends up giving me the blocker. He blocks and then counters out. And I'm like, okay, I think, do I just go for game? How do I split this? And I'm thinking, like, I'll go 7 just to poke, but I just load up the rest of the Dawn, and it is Zoro. So we do end up getting the game there. Yeah, the deck is just so much fun to play. I really enjoy it. And I mean, there's a couple other builds I think I want to try eventually. Oh, knocking my camera. But yeah, that is that, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.